Hi, I'm Jason Haws, and for the last several months I've been giving you some tips on how to act with Jason Haws. But today we're going to do something special. See, we've been overwhelmed by the amount of fan mail that we've received, and we figured for our last episode of our first season, we're going to give you a little treat. I'm going to answer all of your questions. So here we go. Dear Jason, I followed your advice on how to make a resume and I got my identity stolen and I'm out $3,000. Would you be willing to pay me back? Cheers, Bill. S. Well, Bill, I think you discovered something really important there. Acting is the process of stealing identity. So, congratulations. Use it. Dear Jason, I'm just wondering, who are your biggest influences? Sarah D. Well, Sarah, people don't influence me. I influence them. Dear Jason, I have performed in 3 Broadway shows and it's clear to me that you don't know what you're talking about. For example, the so-called laugh method you taught in your lesson about projecting, no one does that. Please to stick to something you know rather than make things up about acting. Sincerely, Trent S. This is a time for me to just make a comment to Trent S. Just because the playhouse he plays in happens to be on a street named Broadway is not the Broadway I'm talking about. The Broadway I'm talking about is where the masters work. And trust me, the laugh method, used all the time. Trent, Broadway's in New York, not Paris, Texas. Dear Jason, I've got some acting advice for you. Stop acting. Cheers, Ryan C. Well, Ryan, I've got some audience feedback advice for you. Stop feeding back. Dear Jason, my dad is a really bad actor. How do I tell him this without hurting his feelings? Emma Haws. Dear Jason, hey man, what's going on? Anyways, I'm an actor too, and I'm trying to use the fact that I'm an actor to make friends. I tell many people I'm an actor, and I launch into monologues to impress them. But people still don't want to hang out with me. I've used your videos to make my monologues better, but I guess people I meet at the bars are still not impressed, because none of them want to make plans. A little help? Todd W. Todd, one of the hardest things about being an actor is the understanding that what you do is so far beyond what normal people can comprehend. I recommend you try to find some abnormal people. Dear Jason, I've been in a relationship with this guy for almost 2 years. Recently, one of his exes from several years ago moved back to town from Portland. They've been spending a lot of time together. I don't feel right about it, but I'm not sure if it's just me or if there's something really going on. What should I do? Thanks for any advice. Kendra R. Well, Kendra, I feel for you. You're in a tough position. I would recommend 2 things. I would recommend rewatching the episode on how to pantomime. Pantomiming will often release a lot of kind of that inner angst, but also is a great way to communicate your feelings to your significant other without really saying anything. The other thing that I would recommend, Kendra, is to rewatch the episode on how to do a spit take, and then find a time to ask your significant other what's really going on. Then do the spit take when he responds, regardless of what the response is, okay? And you'll know what he's really thinking. Thanks. And thanks for watching. And feel free to join us next season. Season 2, How to Act with Jason Haws. Need to call my daughter now. Because I got a fan mail that says, "Dear Jason, my dad is a really bad actor. How do I tell him this without hurting his feelings? Emma." What do you mean it wasn't you? Emma? Are you sure? Well, can you prove that you didn't send this? Why? I need some proof that this isn't you. I mean, as an email to our studio.